Hi, Bo here from High Tech Investment, and in today's video we're going to go back over the GPS Forex Robot. You'll probably seen the video that we have right here. It was introduced end of June, so about 3 weeks ago. At that time it was 100% profitable, but basically a few days after all sorts of things were starting to happen. And we can also see that one of the account, which was set up a bit more aggressively than we normally would, demo account that is, was blown up. But there's both good and bad things to take out of this. So in today's video I'm going to try and go through it and explain what went right and what we can learn from these parts. And we will also set up a couple of new demo parts with a bit more reasonable settings, so that we can continue to monitor the progress of the robot. So let's get started. Let's have a look at the accounts. Okay, so we're going to start off here with the very old account, the account that we started back in December 2020, and we should be able to see it here. So at that particular time it was set up on the Christmas Eve, I guess. So net deposit of 10,000. Again, this is a demo account. So, and after that we basically let it trade, and we could see that the profit and the balance was going up, and this is where we started to make some changes to the robot. Instead of doing it fully automated, we started to decide to get it to trade a bit more often to see what kind of profit we could get and still keep fairly safe. Shortly after the initial video, we could then see that we had a drop. That meant that basically one of the trades didn't go as predicted, and basically we took a loss. But the way the robot works is it then does a reversal trade with a lot bigger lot size, and we claimed it back. So basically the system worked, and I think we were quite happy with that. And after that we continued to receive more profits, and I think the balance stopped around the 12,222, so about 20% in total. And then we had another trade that went against us. And this time around we also had a reversal trade, but the reversal trade also went against us, and I'll show you that in on the trading account itself. So, but obviously this has blown the account, and most of the money has been lost, and that's obviously not what you want. But that's exactly why we test it on demo accounts to see what can and cannot be done and what should be done. So let's go and have a look. So you can see again the details we have. You can see from the beginning here we started off on the 24th, and this was the net profit, where we normally cashed in around 10-11 euros at the time. Let's just go for the weekly here, so it's easier to see, and you can see the trades over here. Here we had 1 or 2 trades at all times, and we cashed in roughly 40 to 50 euros, so along the way. And this is also where we made a further change. So basically put the risk lot size up to the double. So, and that also meant that we went from these 25, 40, 50 up to 115, 300, and we topped up here at 1 week 951. So obviously good, but still not very good when you blow your account after the fact. So this is obviously not an optimum part, but that's exactly why you put the robots on demo, to test them out, to see exactly how they're gonna react. One thing is what people tell you and what the people that manufacture the robot says. Another thing is how it does in real life. So let's go and have a look at the trading account itself that I have on the VPS to see how these numbers actually looked on the graph. So we're now in on the MT4 platform where we do the trading. So, and as you can see up here, so the FP market demo and the account is the same as you had on the FX Blue. And the reversal trades, we actually had two, so, and they came almost at the same time. As I said, again, we only use one currency, the Euro US dollars. And the first one here came in on, I believe it was on the 25th, yeah. And it went against us and went down here, and the GPS did a reversal trade. So it went the buy into sell, and then it opted. You can actually see the exact lot sizes down here. So the initial buy ones was one was 2.24, one was 2.09. So the first one here would have been the 2.24, sorry. That would have gone in. So because this was set on the 28th, so and the other one was set the day after, and that was at 2.09. And then at the bottom you can see the reversal trades that happened. So again, almost 7 times bigger on the lot size, so 15.68 and 14.63. So basically, this one here also went the wrong way, but the reversal trade was a lot shorter. So they basically, one reversal trade cashed in, and the other one here started a reversal trade, and within a few hours it had made up the money. And as you can see here, you got 2 minuses and 2 pluses, and basically you end up with minute small little profit at the end of the day from these two. But obviously also as they took a couple of days so to close, there'll be some fees from the brokers that will have to be taken off. So if they close with a very short period of time, then obviously you'll continue to have a small profit. If they stay open, especially with those lot sizes, you can go and have a small deficit on this particular one. The other things that are worth mentioning, and as you can see, there's actually a short trade in here. There's another short trade here, and another positive trade here. And if we move on in the timeline, you'll see that it has done quite considerable well all the way through. And now we come to the part where the reversal trade went wrong. So again up here, so this was the second one, and this is the one that basically crashed the account. So we had a buy going in, and the robot then took the loss from down here and started a reversal trade. So unfortunately, so the reversal trade here, it only continued down to here, and then it went against again against us. And if we have a look at the, let's just see, here we go, and this is the one. So the initial one you see here that goes from top to bottom was a 2.44 size. So, and 1,911 was lost. And then we had the reversal trade, which was again around 7 times bigger. That's the name of the game of the robot, so that's how it works. So we had a 17 lot size, which is quite heavy. And yeah, we didn't need much movement, but there wasn't enough movement in the market here to cash in. So enough. And as it went the wrong way, it cut us off. So, and as you'll see here, for some reason, and that's what concerns me a bit. So I've seen this with this particular broker before. This is FP Markets, and this one here we actually lost out. But on the other account, you'll see in a second, we actually made this work. So that means that we were not kicked out of the trade, and the account is still up and running, and that's actually the even more aggressive one. So but we've seen this from FP markets before, and we believe that it's the margin that has gone up on this particular one. So when we had a look at the pips that was lost from the trade, it looks like it didn't reach the 88, and that would mean that that something must have happened at the given time here. So for us to be taken out of the trade, and definitely we can see on the other account we were still there, and we managed fine. So let's, if you have a closer look at the next trades, then we did another positive trade here. We had another positive trade here, and as of this morning here, we had another trade which was also a buy, and it went against us here earlier on. We came back up, and apparently we didn't make enough profit in order to close the deal. I think at the time when I had a look at it, we were close to, but that was only around 12-15 euros, and it wasn't enough to trigger the trailing stop. Obviously I could have done it, but I keep my hands off these particular ones in order to see how the robot reacts. But obviously the trade is not over yet, so there's still possibility that this trade will go with us. So we'll see later on, and you can obviously follow it through the links that are below in the descriptions. So, but let's have a look at this on the other one also, and I'll show you that one actually made it, and the account is still sound. But as you can see down here, we started off with 10, we made a couple of thousand, and now the overall part is 1,714 right now. So obviously, had that been a live account, it's not very optimum. So there is a big risk with these reversal trades, and obviously if we had the reversal trades earlier on and then taken the write down here, yeah, we would have made a considerable amount of money, but that's not the way the GPS robot works. You cannot change that. There's only very few things that you can change. So and the stop loss and everything else is actually preset, so it's nothing that you can change or try and test to get better results. But let's go to the other account, and I'll show you what happened there. So we're now into the FX Blue again, but on the more aggressive part, and as you can see, this is the one we started in early June, also on an account of 10,000. We had a similar one with the reversal trade that went quite well, and after that it went quite fast at the time. So, and then it took a major loss here, yeah. And the reason for this particular one is that we were trading 4 different currencies at the same time, and when you change this on the GPS robot, it doesn't automatically set the lot sizes in smaller portions, which meant that it continued to open trades. It took a long time to get some of the trades to close again, and by then when there was actually a use for a reversal trade, there wasn't basically money enough in it, and it took the loss without trying to do the reversal trade. So so we made some adjustments after this particular part, again, to try and understand better what the settings should and could be. And as you can see, it's stabilized a bit along the way here. So it has been a very difficult market. So for the robot, there's no doubt about that. But we are slowly but surely getting some small profits. And if we go into the stats for this particular one, again, obviously they're in minus at this particular point. So we'll just take the weekly ones. They're a bit easier to handle. So we can see that was doing quite well. 289 for 1 week, 651, almost 900 in the week 3, and then we took a major hit here. So, but after the fact again here, we've made 100, and then we lost a bit, and then we gained some again. So we are trying to make a couple of settings, because obviously we need to make sure that the lot size is the right one when we're trading the 4 currency pairs. So and we believe that we can do that on a couple of demo accounts. So that's what we are planning to do. But let's have a quick look at some of the trades that happened again on the live section and on the graph, and I'll explain a bit more. So being back on the MT4 platform here, we can now see the aggressive part, and we are running the 4 currency pairs, the Euro USD, so the Euro British Pounds, the British Pounds USD, and then the USD Swiss francs. So these are the 4 we have, and let's go on and have a look first to see exactly how this is IC Markets that was having the same trades, and you can see the robot that we have in here. We had the trade that went against us, so here on the 12th, and this is the size, lot size we had, 0.34. So it went against us here, and we got kicked out at the stop loss, and we lost about 268 euros on this particular one. We had the reversal trade, and the reversal trade actually worked, and it took a few extra days, and the reversal trade is actually the one you see down here, so almost 290, 289 here, yeah. So then obviously there's some fees, because it took a couple of days, so you can see the swap is actually the fees here, so 1.5 euros, and you had 1.69 on the other one. So all in all, we made 20 euros minus the swap, so a very small profit in this particular case, but obviously a great risk, and that's what we want to see if we can avoid in the future. So on this particular one with the IC Markets that we are running this account on, it was not an issue, and it kept within the 88 pips that we believe that the GPS robot is using for the stop losses. So if we go back at the moment, we can have a look and see that the same trade that we currently have that we had on the other one is open here. It's in minus at the moment, and we'll see how this one goes. Apart from it, we have a range of positive trades, and you'll see also that if we take one of these ones here, you'll see that a lot of them that we have here is actually good trades. So here we had multiple ones that were all taken in. So so that has been sell points, and they all put in nice profits. This one here was basically a break-even one. Again, a nice profit here, very nice profit there. Then there's a couple of closing in here, there, and we have another one that is also quite profitable here. This particular one doesn't look so good at the moment, so this is supposed to go down, and it seems to be going up and up. So we'll see what happens with this one. And again, if you go to the British Pounds USD, you can see you have small little profits. There's one there, one there. Then we have another one here, and then we have another one here. So, and then we had a loss here and a profit there. And at the moment we are considering, so basically taking the reversal off and taking the small loss instead, so that we you can see this particular one. So this is the British Pound so USD that we just had a look at, and that was basically this one here that we took a loss on 2.19. So so instead of doing reversal trades, so we most probably will set up in such a way that we'll take the losses without the reversal trades in order not to risk the account, and we'll see over time if this is actually a better and more profitable way. At least for the risk management, it's a lot more safe. So we want to try and see if this is a way forward, because there's a lot of good trades with the GPS robot. So obviously it calls a lot of it in the right directions. But we are a bit concerned about the reversal trades, and we want to see exactly what's going to happen if we try and pull some of these out. And with a lot of these trades, as you can see, if we're just having a look at the latest ones, we can see a 27. This is basically a 0. Then we have profits here again. So and the question is, does the profit over long periods of time outweigh the small minuses we have? So because the stop loss that the GPS is using is quite large, so it's not the type of setup you will use for your normal robots. So compared to the small little gains that you normally get with a few pips at a time from the GPS. So but definitely we will try it out to see if that's the better strategy to go by. And we'll do that on the Euro USD alone, and also try and sort it out on the 4 different currency pairs to make sure also that we may only do one trade at a time, so to avoid. But yeah, we'll put all the links below in the description. So let's go back. So I hope these results haven't discouraged you from the GPS robot. I mean, trading Forex, it's never just up and up. So you will have some drawbacks, and obviously you need to control those drawbacks, and you need to control the risk that you want to take. And we believe at the moment with the reversal trades, the risk is quite high and not really one we're willing to take. So we want to see if we can trade the GPS robot in a bit more sort of manageable style, so where we will take a loss from time to time, but overall we will gain. So it'll be quite interesting to see, because we haven't traded the robot like that before. We only traded the very safe settings, as you've seen, and we made a good profit, not much, but a few percent every single month. So, but obviously we want to see if we can get to a safe settings where we're getting mostly close to maybe 5% or 8-10. So, but we will put more descriptions in below exactly what the different accounts will be doing, and also update them as we go along. But I definitely suggest that the GPS robot is still, I believe, a good robot. So and I suggest that you go in and have a look at the video we made before, showing the past results in more detail, so on the back, and how to buy the robot. And then also you'll get some bonus material, so if you buy it through our link, and in this particular case also obviously the people that buy it with that link will have some extra information on what I'm doing on the robots, and we can always compare them. So by all means, have a look at it. I hope this could be a good start for you for the Forex trading. But as always, make sure you understand your robots, trade them on a demo account until you're comfortable. And as usual, never put any more money in there than you believe that you can afford to lose. I know nobody wants to lose any money, but once in a while you gotta put some money at risk in order to get some gains. So, but for me, Bo here today, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.